It's been a long time coming, but left-handed hitting catcher Hunter Feduccia finally got the call. As you can tell, as you can imagine, I am so excited. So let's talk about it. Feduccia hails from the great state of Louisiana, Lake Charles to be exact. He played for the legendary Glenn Caccini in high school there at Barb High School, and then after that he left Barb High School and went to LSU Eunice, JUCO, and then played his final year at LSU and actually had a pretty good year there. Got drafted in 2018 and got off to a good start in his professional career. Then obviously 2020 kind of threw a wrench into things, and then played parts of 2 seasons in Tulsa. I had a chance to see him quite a bit with the Drillers, actually interviewed him while he was with Tulsa, and then has spent the parts of the last 3 years in AAA Oklahoma City. Towards the end of 2022, he got the call up from AA Tulsa, spent all of last year in AAA Oklahoma City, and then spent, obviously, up until this year with Oklahoma City as well. He is a sweet swinging left-hander. He's always just been one of those guys that just has a really flat swing. He has a swing that really keeps his barrel in the zone for a long time. And one of the things that is very noted about Hunter Feduccia, because his barrel is in the zone for such a long time, this guy hits velo as well as anybody. So I think one big-time role for Hunter Feduccia for this team is if you have a guy blowing it 100 miles an hour plus, Hunter is your guy to face that guy. Plus, he's left-handed, and most of those reliever guys likely are to be right-handed, so it could be a left-right matchup off the bench. So I think that is a great position that Hunter Feduccia could put the club in as far as the way that they could use him. I have had a chance to catch up with Hunter Feduccia a couple of times and had a chance to ask him a couple things about his game. First of all, what it's like, the Dodgers have all of these great pitchers from all the places across the world. What's it like having to incorporate all the different personalities, all the different guys from all the different parts of the world, and all the different pitch mixes, and having to make it look seamless?
Yeah, that's one thing I have to really kind of get used to getting into pro ball, is kind of building a relationship with all the guys, and it's kind of different each year. A lot of guys moving back and forth. So, yeah, it's been good this year. Been working with a lot of big arms. Like you said, our team average velo is 94 this year. So, yeah, I got a lot of good arms. It's been fun working with the guys, and that's one thing I've been kind of working on this year, is building better relationships with pitchers. And, yeah.
One thing I mentioned earlier was that he has a very chill personality. That works great for big moments, especially when you have a pitcher that is really hyped and probably needs somebody to kind of calm it down and keep it even keel as far as being able to focus on execution and not just being too overhyped and too overanted from that perspective. And so that really is a strength for Hunter Feduccia.
I think that's just kind of how I am, kind of low-key guy. And some pitchers love that. Some I kind of need to be more outgoing, kind of kick them in the butt, get them going a little more. So, yeah.
Hunter Feduccia had a great year last year. He's been good. I mean, he's been very consistent just about every year, but he made some swing changes. A few, I wouldn't say maybe swing changes, but definitely some adjustments that really paid off for him. So here's Hunter talking about some of the adjustments he made before last year that he's carried into this year as well.
Yeah, just to start with my swing, just little adjustments with my hands, and starting to get a toe tap, and kind of freed up my body, kind of made me a little more comfortable in the box, and had some pretty good results during the spring. Still working on some stuff, getting comfortable with it, but yeah, it worked out, and still feeling good. So
it's been a long grind for Hunter Feduccia. Drafted back in 2018. Last year, at least some of us thought, hey, maybe he had his chance whenever Will Smith had the concussion protocol. Instead, the Dodgers went out and got Austin Wynns in a situation where they knew they could DFA him. So that delayed the Major League debut for Hunter Feduccia for over a year. But it's finally here, and this is Hunter Feduccia talking about the grind and what it's like just keeping the faith that someday you will make the major leagues.
It's been a grind for sure, but just like you said, like step by step, I'm just trying to take every day one step at a time. But yeah, it's been a fun ride along the way. I'm trying not to think about it too much. Just play my game, stay where I'm at, and hopefully it all works out.
Hunter Feduccia is the definition of somebody who is the most respected or one of the most respected players in the entire organization. The way that he grinds, the way that he shows up and does his work every day, the way that he just does what he's supposed to do and is told to do and never complains. He's tough, he's durable, he's reliable, he's consistent. He is a great dude. He's a great teammate. He's great off the field, and now he's a major leaguer. So here's Hunter Feduccia talking about what it would mean. This is, of course, before he found out he was going to make his major league debut, but what it would mean once he finally got that call.
Yeah, obviously, making my debut would be a dream come true.
Yeah.
But yeah, just sticking with the process, staying consistent with my routine, and just being the best version of myself.
So what things do you think you do well enough right now to be a consistent major leaguer at the level you want to be? What things do you think you need to continue to improve on to be that major leaguer you want to eventually become?
I would say my game planning is coming along. It's obviously there's some stuff I need to work on. I would say with my bats, I feel like they've been pretty consistent.
In terms of what you're going to see from Hunter Feduccia on the field, a sweet left-handed stroke. You see that right there. Very tall backside, very direct path to the baseball. That right there, friends, is why he is able to hit velo as well as he is, or as he can. This is a young man, Hunter Feduccia, that the harder you throw it, the better he gets, and that's because watch the path of his hands, watch the backside, it stays tall. All of that stays simple, and what I wanted to show you here is remember him talking about that adjustment he made with his toe tap? There it is right there. So let me actually back up and let the swing play. What I want you to notice is the tall backside, the direct path to the ball, and whenever you have that, that creates a simplicity that allows you to hit velo very well. Right there, you saw it. That is just a really simple, really sweet left-handed swing for Hunter Feduccia. So like I said earlier, I think one big role for him to be could be to hit, there's another look from the backside of Hunter Feduccia's swing, is to come in and hit very high velo because he is very good at it. So the next question I'm sure you're going to ask is, what does his throwing arm look like? Hey, very serviceable. It's not going to be Pudge Rodriguez or Benito Santiago or anything like that, but it is very serviceable. This right here that you're seeing, that's actually Jonathan Arauz who caught that ball. That is a 2.1 pop time for Hunter Feduccia. And hey, 2.0 is really pretty good. So you can see that it's serviceable. It's not going to be like elite or anything like that, but certainly good enough when you combine with the consistency of his bat, the way he hits velo. There definitely is a very good player on both sides of the ball. So I want to show you Hunter Feduccia on the pop time here. So here's another one. We showed you the 2.1 pop time. This pop time right here, of course, that's helped by the fact that I believe that is Brendan Davis who cuts in front of the bag. That's actually less than a 2-point pop time. So you can see, man, I mean, this guy, whenever things go right, he can average around a 2.0 pop time, which if your pitchers then are 1-3 to the plate, that is a good sequence as far as a good combination of holding runners. So like I said, nothing spectacular, but he can get the ball to second base somewhere around 2.0 and do it fairly consistently. And so from that perspective, that is not bad at all. So Hunter Feduccia, very excited about getting the call up, and I wanted to show you his arm as far as throwing runners out from behind the plate. So just know this is a celebration for Dodgers Daily. This is a celebration for all of those minor leaguers that have sat in AAA dugouts, that have sat in AA dugouts day after day after day and wondered as they've gotten older, as they've gotten closer to 30 than they are 20, am I ever actually going to make it to the major leagues? One of my best friends in the world, Eddie Daves, he was in the same situation, a catcher. He was a first-round draft pick, never made it. So that question is a real one. And to see these guys just continue to grind with the same great attitude every single day. As a matter of fact, I had a chance to talk to Hunter on Tuesday, and the last thing that he said to me was, I'm going to make it. I'm going to get there. My time is coming. That was literally the last comment that he made, and lo and behold, here we are Saturday morning, and he was correct, and I could not be more excited about it. So I hope you enjoyed my hot take and my feature on Hunter Feduccia. Super excited. Can't wait to watch him at the major league level.